Number 77. Number 77.
Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. Hello everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Singleton in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Jared Allen, and it's the chosen one in at the 1 spot. Just about halfway through the season, Grant. Which half of the season went quicker for you, first or the second?
You know, B.A., after all the anticipation, the first half just goes by in a hurry. In the second half, you are in a rhythm, so the games can blend into one. So, I'm going to be a politician. The answer is both.
And as a catalyst for his team offensively, MP has stated his focus on setting up his teammates. He wants to be a top distributor.
We know MP's made big-time claims to make big improvements in his playmaking execution. But even though we know he's got the ability, it simply hasn't translated lately. He's working hard with his coaches on how they get him more involved, put him in good positions, and free him up to distribute. We'll see if he can get it done in that category tonight.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. We chatted about Scottie Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scottie extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Allen. Toronto making their last shot. Here's the chosen one. Hits a 3-pointer. The chosen one's got 9.
Tell you what, he's 3 of 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Henderson comes to help. Out to the right wing. And the basket by Singleton.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's the chosen one. Rebound, Toronto.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Ingram, the pass to Singleton. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Out to the wing. Here's Macy. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
From behind the arc. Knocks down the long J. 12 points for him.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
A 3 from Barnes. And the Raptors, another 3.
And look who wanted revenge. Scottie Barnes was committed to getting the answer.
Here's the chosen one. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Some changes now for the Lakers. Robinson, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Walker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And James is subbed in for McDaniels. Here's Theus, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. James brings the double team. Here's Macy, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Kamara, he's checked in for Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. The chosen one shot is good.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Wembanyama. Still no points.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
Here's the chosen one. And Los Angeles, another three.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to them on the perimeter.
Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Macy. And Henderson comes to help. Here's Theus. Walker pulls down the board.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Fires the three, gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Let's go with a three, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Theus, the pass to Macy. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Macy's got 10 points.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's Los Angeles in a good situation. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not... 16 points for him. Here's the chosen one. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
And so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Raptors trail by 15. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against Atlanta had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
James brings the double team. Pass to Shed from outside the arc. The Lakers with a rebound. And as their amazing winning streak continues, this is a story that's gone beyond sports. It's captured the entire country's attention.
I don't even know how you describe the winning streak this team is on. It's a combination of the talent this crew has, but the confidence and self-belief and togetherness, cohesiveness that these guys have. It's a special thing to behold.
And here's Ingram from the arc. That one no good. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's the chosen one. And another three for the Lakers.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
From deep. And again, Toronto, no good.
Trying to match 3, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot. He's been incredible tonight, seemingly scoring at will, really powering his team forward.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Christie. And it's Henderson in for James.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
Nails it from beyond the arc. The chosen one's got 51.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Yeah, passing is a real skill of Barnes. He will make smart choices with the ball.
The Lakers lead by 23. Here's the chosen one. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Over to the left wing. Back to Barnes. Toronto passing it around. They double him with McDaniels. Here's Theus. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's the chosen one. Good. He hits again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Sends it home from three-point land.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own.
Boom. He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Lakers foul. Number 77. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Drive by Wembanyama.
That's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Victor Wembanyama. The assist of Brandon Ingram.
There's the three. Nails it from three.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so it's Los Angeles cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Well, it's been a stampede in transition. They'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while.
And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up. And that is going to do it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Toronto's gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. We've got Jared Allen. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Henderson, and it's the chosen one in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. And Los Angeles, another three.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt about it.
And for Toronto, they're shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Guys?
A tone setter at that end. Thanks much for the report, Allie. From deep, Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Here's the three. Macy pulls it in. The Raptors have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Singleton. And again, Toronto, no good.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Here's the chosen one. And yes, another basket.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Pass to Singleton. Can they get it? The rebound by Allen.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Here's the chosen one. Non-stop scoring machine right here.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Takes a three. And Los Angeles, another three.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Toronto has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Singleton can't get it to go.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, this game has gone the other direction.
An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels. Defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation, and he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion.
And so here is Toronto. They're scoreless since the first half. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. Barnes, it's good.
And this is how you finish inside. Barnes, I mean, he doesn't fear anyone close to the rim.
Here's the chosen one. And good! There's another! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Count the basket. Wembanyama's got 10 points in the game.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
The chosen one. And another three for the Lakers.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Here's Singleton. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. They double him with McDaniels. And we're going to have a jump ball. .105 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's the chosen one. The three-pointer off the mark. Over to the wing. Lots of room. Singleton can't get it to go.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Here's the chosen one. Oh, connects again.
90 points, a legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. There's 37 seconds left in the third. That shot wide open. 10 points for him.
Well, I think it's big whenever Ingram connects from distance, especially, though, when answering back like he did there.
Lets it go from deep. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Pass to Singleton. There's the triple. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
That's his second made three, first of this half.
Yet another bucket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And here's Ingram outside. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list.
Last season, the worst in about 2 decades for games lost to injury, Clark. Cause for concern?
I certainly think so, but I mean, I am a fan of load management, but I think it should be in practice time. That way, the guys can play as many games as possible for their team and the fans. Load management should be, I think, managed in the practice schedule.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Scottie Pippen, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, and this is the kind of impact Wemby makes offensively because he can score in just so many ways.
The chosen one. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And the Lakers making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use him. He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
And so we see a technical foul called here. They're going to get him for hanging too long on the rim.
You just got a little carried away. It can be hard for a young player to keep his passion in check. He's got to try to tone it down a little.
The Raptors have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Pass to Macy. Three-pointer. And again, Toronto, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter.
Scoring this much while shooting this well. Insane.
And so we see a technical foul called here. They're going to get him for hanging too long on the rim.
You just got a little carried away. It can be hard for a young player to keep his passion in check.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here, showing that they're...
All right, MP, tell us about tonight's game.
Got duel tonight. Couple of gunslingers facing off.
Tell us what you're feeling.
I'm feeling primed, alert. This is the kind of matchup if you're not on your A game and the other guy is, people will remember what that looked like.
What's your goals for this game?
To be the best, you gotta beat the best. I think I'm the best playmaker in the business, going up against another guy who feels the same. Someone's gotta give.
All right. So how about you tell us...
How about you tell me what you think, Xander? After this game is over, I want to know who looked like the best playmaker out there.
What if you don't like what I gotta tell you?
Then I know I gotta get better.
May the best man win then.
He will.